Hi, this is Matt here from Techpassport. This video is a quick overview about how to create a product on our portal. In the top left section here, you can see we've already added a couple of products. The top one's just a test and the one is just a dummy one. I'm going to quickly run through how to add a product and the different stages required to do so. So first thing is to click Add Product. You'll be then redirected to a series of stages with questions involved about what your product does, the licensing involved, the data and access, any charges that might be associated, and any special conditions at the end. So as we answer each one of these questions, you'll be prompted, a new box will pop up underneath with more information about your product. So the first thing is, what is your product called? So for purposes of this video, I'm going to create a dummy one, but should you get stuck, there's green icons here which just give you a little nudge or a little bit more information about what to do at each question. So let's just call ours Cyber X. Choose a product type or high level functionality within this. So we've created a series of tags here so the banks or the buyers can see where your product sits, which categories. So cyber, we're going to put in fintech, and then we're going to actually add in a new one here as well, which is cyber. So you can add in custom tags for your products. And just for the sake of this demo, I'm going to leave it at 2, but you can add in more. Could you tell us a bit more about your product functionality? So we're just going to put in cyber security. And we're going to add in a bit more information about what it does. So protects data, information. Obviously, the more information you can put in here, the better, but just again, for the sake of the demo, I'm just going to fill this out relatively quickly. Would you like to upload a video for the product? If we click yes, we'll then be able to upload a video here and give a description about what it does. And then from the buyer's side, they'll be able to see all this information. I'm going to cancel for now, but you can do that here. Provide any documentation or training materials. Yes, we're going to say PDF training document. Again, if you have something specific, then please add it into here, and that can be attached when engaging with the bank or buyer. Product tags, so where does it sit? We're going to put in, let's put in artificial intelligence. Let's put that one in there. And then because we use a bit of AI tech and we don't see anything else in here, so let's machine learning. And again, you can add in custom ones here. So again, I'm going to put in cyber. And that's it. On to licensing. Do you offer the product as a software license on which the customer can test their own systems? For the sake of the example, so this is for product testing during the POC stages, we're going to say no. Can the customer test the software in any territory? No. And then so obviously where can they do it? So again, for the example, I'm just going to put United Kingdom, and then I'm going to add in another one, which is the United States. Please insert any additional software use license restrictions. If you have restrictions, then obviously feel free to put them in here. I'm going to put in NA for the sake of the demo. Does your solution make use of any open source software? We're going to say no, but obviously this depends on what your product or software is. Does your solution depend on any third-party software? No. If you hit yes on any of these, it will then just ask you for more information about it. And then once you fill out this, the next question will pop up just below that. Do you allow for third-party of your customers to test this product? We're going to say yes, and then go on to the next stage. Do you offer a hosted solution for testing environment in which the customer can access and test your product solution? We're going to say yep. Is there a limit to the number of users for the POC? Yes. We're going to say 5. And then what category does it fall under? We're going to say software as a service. Please describe the test environment. Well, for example, we can use Amazon Web Services and in a sandbox. Can the customer access the testing environment at any time? I'm going to say no. And please set out a time frame in which the customer may access the hosting environment for testing. So we're going to say in the day, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so weekdays. How will the solution be hosted in live successful post POC? So we're going to say on the cloud. What kind of hosted solution is that? We're going to say software as a service. Do you have a third party managing your infrastructure? Yes. If you require minimum lead time before commencing the date of the trial, if so, please specify the amount of days. So we're going to say 10 days. Please describe any additional services you will need to provide to assist the customer adequately and to test the solution. So we're going to say we require staff, or our team member, required team member to assist, can't spell today, to help during testing. Please select the locations from which you will provide the services. So again, for the sake of the trial, I'm going to say United Kingdom. Obviously this will change depending on what locations you choose. Will you be processing any personal data as part of the POC process? We click yes. Will you be processing any personal data as part of the solution/services provided? Yes. Please set the locations from which the host data provide the commodities and or processes the personal data. So if we click on this drop down, again for the sake of the trial, we're going to say United Kingdom. Will you transfer personal data provided to you by the customer outside the EEA? So it's obviously outside of European Economic Area. If the answer is yes, then you have to give details, and obviously no, we can move on to the next stage. But in this case, let's fill out some more details. Please describe the operational and technical measures you will take to ensure the personal data is secure and not accessed or unauthorized persons by third parties. Here we need to fill out a pretty stringent way of how the data is not going to be accessed by unauthorized parties, and you might need to demonstrate how this is actually implemented. Again, this comes down to compliance documents in the compliance area. For the sake of this video, we're just going to put NA here. Will you or any of your employees or contractors require access to the banking systems and data infrastructure during testing? Again, if we click yes, which parts? If we say data, then we obviously get about specifics. And how about live data? Again, yes. Then we have to say which bits, data or systems, and then we can go on to the next phase. So charges, do you charge for a fee for the trial? If you click no, it's pretty straightforward, that's in there. Or if you do, you can tick this box here. Obviously this is subject to an agreement and done by case basis for the bank. And then if we go through to special conditions at the end here, we have a box here which allows you to fill in any additional information that we haven't asked in the earlier stages. So for example, If you want to claim money back on the free trial or the trial that you're offering to a bank, you can add it in here. Equally, if there's a question which doesn't give the whole truth in any of the previous sections, then feel free to add the additional information in here. For the sake of this demo video, we're going to say we need an additional team member to help manage a project while the trial is going on, so we can put in here additional team members required during trial. And obviously, again here, if you've got any use case for the product, if we click yes, then please describe who or what was done in that previous use case. So we can say here, works with bank Y, details X, Y, Z. And that's it. Once you've done that, you submit for approval, and then we will review and come back to you with an email shortly afterwards.